welcome to Keepin It Detroit. It's your girl, Lindsay Michael, and of course, I am joined by
the one and only Andre Ash.
And we are kicking it at the For Entrepreneurs by Entrepreneurs, and one of the first entrepreneurs that we're going to be talking to is none other than Mamba with BAOBAB Fare, and you are a name that has been buzzing in Detroit and beyond for quite some time, and it has a lot to do with your entrepreneurship and all the things that you did to get your business started, and we want to talk to you a little bit about it. How are you?
Good, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
And you can't miss it because it's right at the corner of West Grand Boulevard and Woodward Avenue in Detroit.
East Grand Boulevard.
East Grand Boulevard, East Grand Boulevard. Yes, because you are on the east side of town.
Yes.
And we love that, East Siders.
Oh, gosh. But prime real estate.
Prime real estate and new center. And tell us, how's business going so far?
So the business has been pretty good. You know, I'm so grateful to be in Detroit and Detroit to open the doors, and for me, as you know, from Africa, came as a refugee and called Detroit home now. So the business is doing very well.
Yeah.
And for the people who might not know your incredible story, can you kind of just give us a quick summary from 2017 when you first started buzzing, making it through the pandemic, into where you are now?
Yeah, sure. I came to Detroit in November 2015 from Burundi. Me and my wife both were a refugee, and the only shelter that exists in this is here in Detroit. That all the refugees around the corner will come and welcome them. So that's the choice. That's why we didn't choose Detroit. I always said Detroit chose us because it was not a choice. Get here. I didn't speak English at that time. 2015 it was November. The weather was so cold. And after that one, I didn't have asylum, and after getting asylum in 2017, that's where my journey started. I couldn't get a job. I have a business degree, but I couldn't get a job, and so that is where I started the business with the Hatch. So I applied on Hatch Detroit and won the Hatch 2017, and everything started there. Yeah.
That is you have such a fascinating story, you and your wife, because, I mean, and it's also inspirational too, because, you're a refugee coming here to America to try to find a better way of life, and, you know, the sacrifice, the hard work, you know, what's that message you like to send to others who are almost starting from ground level and trying to work their way up like you and your wife did to start this business?
I think it depends on the mindset that you have. You know, there was not anything that was made to be a success for us when we came. You know, new country, don't speak the language. The weather was so cold. You know, I'm coming from a weather where it's 12 months, it's sunny, and everything was challenging. I didn't even have a work authorization. I couldn't work. I didn't have an asylum. But at the same time, like, okay, how you have to make a choice. Are you gonna fall down, or are you gonna stand and keep moving on?
Right.
And I think that the only thing is, like, sometimes you have problems, you have challenges, but it's not the end of the world. If you don't keep that faith and hope, that is, you are hurting yourself. I think it's a choice that you have to make. And as a human being can do a lot of things. This is the example of what you have achieved, and everybody can do it. Right here in Detroit.
I think we need to go into the food.
Look, I was going to say, I think it's very interesting that you stated that you didn't speak any English when you came here, but the food really speaks for itself. It's very, very tasty. It's very good, very colorful, and I think that is what attracted people. What other marketing strategies did you use to promote your food and make sure that people were able to taste it? Because once you taste it, you're going to come back again and again and again.
Right. Sure. So one thing that's our own strategy, I always say, we don't only sell food. We sell also stories.
Oh.
So we are storytellers, because Africa, East Africa, Burundi was not well known in Detroit until we came. You ask someone where is Burundi, they still don't understand. So, it's not just about food, it's about story, it's about the ingredients. I think telling a story brings transparency in what people are eating, and then that's our marketing strategy. Our marketing strategy is to tell the story. Our marketing strategy is to serve the food at the same time tell the story. Because one thing I was so disappointed when I came to this country, people don't trust food. That's why you have a lot of labor, nutrition facts, all this thing, because there is no trust between people and the food. So by telling that story, was trying to remove that so then people can trust. If they know you, who you are,
Yeah.
they're gonna eat your food. If they know who you are, they're gonna appreciate the food. But they have to be that transparency. That's our strategy.
Yeah.
I love how you talk about how, aside from, you know, the food being good, and having all the type of entrepreneurial marketing ways in which people would market their service or product, you talk about how storytelling is the marketing tool for what you're for the business. But to me, because you all have an amazing story, there is soul that is put in that food.
Yeah, but everyone has a story.
Yeah.
Everyone has the struggle to get where you are, and most of the time we don't want to share that story to inspire others or to show the work that we've been putting in. You know, I'm sure 100% everyone in Detroit has a story. You know, where you came from, how you get there, your community. You cannot, maybe you don't have a great story to touch people, but your community has a story. Where you come from has a story. Tell the story of Detroit. And then I think that is where very, very important. Sometimes we miss that opportunity to tell the story because we are afraid of being judgmental or to be judged. And that is a great opportunity right there that people will see and say, oh, okay, I want to know this person more. I want to know I want to know about this country. I want to know about this side of the city. What is there? I think we miss that opportunity a lot. But until now, there's a lot of neighborhood here in Detroit that I don't know. I wish someone could come there and say, hey, you see this area used to be this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
So that is what we're missing.
There's a few historians that's around the city that talks about it, but I have to ask you, we see all of the beauty of business, you know, the parties, the food, the celebrations, but I want to know, is there one thing that you wish you would have done differently that you could tell other entrepreneurs to help them on their journey?
I think by the time you have a business idea, it's your gut telling you that. So you can listen to other people, but don't let other people decide on your business ideas. They can coach you, but they cannot decide what. So most of the time we are waiting for other people to decide on our businesses. Like do this. No. You should come as, oh, I feel like you should do this. So give people opportunity to have different choices, so they let them make that decision. Because at the end of the day, it's a good decision or bad decision. It's going to hurt you, but it's going to teach you.
Yeah.
You're going to learn something from it, and that is what I call growth.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you telling your story to us.
Thank you.
You know, and keeping it real. And as we say, keeping it Detroit.
Keeping it Detroit.